Hello, this is Aideen from Confidence in Singing. Good to see you. And I'm just going to see if anybody's going to try and come on live with us today. The purpose of this video is secret number 1 for how to sing from scratch. So if you're the type of person who always wished that you could sing, and you really don't think your voice is quite where it should be, you know that something isn't quite right, maybe you're not getting the tune right, you're not hitting all the notes that you want to hit. Well, what I'm going to tell you today is a fantastic way to get started to help you release your voice, open up your sound, and start to gain the skills that you need in order to be able to sing. So today's tip is called Primal sounds. Now, primal sounds basically just means that they are the sounds that we would make if we were children having fun, yelling and screaming, okay? So what I'm going to get you to do is just relax for a moment, right? So this is just a very relaxed and easy exercise. And I just need you to listen and then copy what I do. Try not to criticize yourself, okay? One of the things that we do very well as children is we start new activities and new skills in a playful way. And that means that you're not giving yourself a hard time when you get it wrong. Singing is something, yes, it sounds good or it can sound bad, but when you're learning and when you're building the skills in order to sing, you need to be able to make a sound and be like, well, okay, however it came out, I made that sound. So these primal sounds are silly, childish sounds that are going to help to open up your voice and help you to start to feel more confident in your own sound. So let's get started. What I'd like you to do is just sit back in your chair and relax for a second. You're going to take a little breath in, like as if you're taking a sigh. So like this. We're going to talk a lot more about the breath and how to stop your breathing becoming a problem later in the week. But for today, I want you to just reset by taking a sigh in and out. Very good. The big problem that a lot of new singers have is that you're so worried that it's going to come out wrong and so stressed out about the idea of singing when you know you're not great at it that you tense up. So before we start on these primal sounds, I want you to just relax. Okay, so don't relax too much, like right back into your chair, okay? Sit up a little bit, because that always helps our voices to work well, as if we have good alignment. But you want your tummy to relax. So if you put your hand just below your rib cage and sigh. And you might want to do it maybe twice. You need to ask yourself, did I relax my tummy? Did it actually work or not? Okay, let's get started with some sounds. Just copy what I do. Try it. So join in with me, okay? I'll make a sound, then you copy it. Good. Try it again. And try not to judge yourself. Just be playful. Take it the easy way. Let's try this one. Don't overthink it. Try it again. So what the primal sounds help you to do is to release your voice, to open up the voice. So try these again. Don't worry if it doesn't sound exactly like me. The problem is my voice is unique and your voice is unique. So you're never going to sound exactly the same as somebody else. You need to let your voice come out in a relaxed way, in your way. So humming is a fantastic primal sound that'll get your voice working. So that's from lower to higher. But you don't need to think about it. Just listen and guess what it's doing. I always say that singing is really good guessing because we don't have a visual of where our sound is going. It's not like if you're learning to play piano and you can see I'm pressing this note and then I'm pressing this note. With singing, if you're an absolute beginner, you don't know that your voice can do it until you try. So guess, okay? Just guess. Try it with me. And so from higher to lower, and again, well done. So the next one is, which one was, oh yes, this one, ma. Okay, so ma. With this one, what I want you to try to think about is pretending that you're like an Italian child and you want your mammy, right? As we say in Ireland, your mother. Mama, mama. So try it like that, a little bit emphatic, a little bit like you really want your mother, you know what I mean? It's not mama, it's not a posh kind of mammy, it's a mama, mama, mama. Yeah, try it. Mama, mama. And let's try a high one. Mama. Good. Mama. Just join in when you can. Mama. And a low one. Mama. Good. Mama. 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 So one of the big problems with us as adults is we don't really use our full range of our voice. We're generally mainly speaking. We don't do a lot of shouting and screaming. And when we're children, if we don't do a lot of those primal sounds, if we don't like act out, if we're very quiet and very reserved, we don't actually get to hear where our voice can go and what our voice can do. So mama, like just try it, kind of a cry in there. Mama, mama. Try it high and then try it low. Mama, mama, mama. Very low on there. Mama. Very good. So what I'm hoping is that you start to use your voice at different levels to get your mind at ease with the sound of your voice, because your voice is unique and you can't, try to sound exactly like someone else. It just doesn't work. I mean, for years I wanted to sound more like Ella Fitzgerald. It was never going to happen. So we all have to just accept our own voices. So let's look at the next sound. The whoop. So whoop, whoop, whoop. You might notice that the muscle in your abdomen, in your tummy, does support you when you make this sound. Whoop. Try it again. Whoop, whoop. Good. What about this one? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Very good. Whoop. So it's just about experimenting and feeling into your voice. If you really want to open up your singing voice, this is a brilliant and really effective way to start. These are sounds that I use in my normal warm-ups as well. So if you're doing like a ma 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 ma, I do all of those with the normal warm-ups. But if you're not ready for those kinds of warm-ups, if your ear isn't tuned in to that melody that we use in the warm-ups, then you need to experiment with sound. Start off with any sound. Mama, mama. Be a little bit of an actor in it. Put a little bit of that cry sound into it, because that's actually really useful for singers. And the other primal sound I wanted to do today is this one, which is a lot of fun. So it's, just copy me, right? Hands over your head. Whee! Okay, let's try it again. Whee! And last time. Whee! Well done. So when we do these kinds of sounds, they kind of just come out of us. They're like very instinctive. If I asked you to actually sing ah like that, which is the same notes as what we just did for wee, you'd be like, no, I can't do that. But when you do it instinctively using a primal sound, you can actually hit those notes. So you're exercising your voice in a very productive and effective way. Here's one last one that I want you to try. It's like a cat, right? yeah? But we want to make it as high as you can. Now, everybody's voice is slightly different. So if you can't go quite as high as me on this meow, that's absolutely fine, okay? There's no problem whatsoever. So for the men, maybe you'll go meow, 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 going up a tiny bit each time. For the girls, might be meow, meow. And I like to try and get as high as I can. Meow, really high. It's very, it's an obnoxious kind of sound. But what it's doing is it's actually changing the position of the cartilage in your neck that helps you to hit high notes. So if you're having trouble with high notes, doing meow, like a meow, is actually really, really, really helpful. So that's your number one secret today. Primal sounds, shouting, yelling, even going, hey, try that one. Hey, very good. And it's about allowing your sound out and exploring your sound by copying your grandkids or your nieces or nephews or your own children. Allow your voice to come out. So one last little thing, I'm going to give you a tip that will really stand to you if you're a beginner singer and you're just getting your head around learning to sing. Remember at the very start we did the and the Well, humming is my number one top sound for learner singers, because what happens when we hum is we actually create a vibration with our sound in the face. See if you can feel it. So the feeling of our sound is very important for us when we're learning to sing, because it isn't just what you hear, and it isn't so much to do with how we hear sound. It's more to how we create that sound and how we feel that sound. So humming is a fantastic one. It takes away some of the tension and the pressure associated with actually singing. So if you have a song that you love and you want to sing it correctly and properly and well, hum through the song more than you sing it. So you'll find that you'll anchor the melody much better. You'll actually hear the melody better. You're not trying to multitask. You're not trying to think of the words with the melody, because the melody and the words together, it's like, you know, doing two things at once. And for a new singer, that's too many things to do. And what happens is you don't get the melody right because you're thinking of the lyrics at the same time as the melody. You need to take those two things separately, hum through the melody, hum through it quite a lot, hum through a song in sections, and then learn your words separately, okay? So humming is part of your primal sounds, and if you use humming when you're listening to music and just around the house, your voice is going to start to sound a lot better. So thank you so much for joining me today for this first Facebook Live, our first secret of singing from scratch. And tomorrow I will be seeing you again at 3 p.m. Irish time, and I look forward to seeing you then. Bye.